Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Ha, Rocha, Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Yahawah by Yasharahlah of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Shalom to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Kharab by Yasharahlah, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharahlah here in Jacksonville, Florida. And now today I'll be coming out with a little quick hit, spiritual hydration, if it were. And I brought this out yesterday, Saturday at camp, and it is pertaining to how our people love to cover themselves with everything but the covering of Yahawashi. So I'm going to start off with Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahawah, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." So here the first word is woe. We know what woe means. To the rebellious children. Who are the rebellious children? 2/3 of our people, they are rebellious. They don't want to live, walk, or talk, or go according to the Heavenly Father. They don't want to take counsel of the Lord. They cover themselves, 2/3 of our people. They cover themselves with a covering, but it is not of the spirit of Yahawashi. And our people don't cover themselves with the Lord because they want to add sin unto sin. They want to continue to live in transgression. And they don't understand that the more that they do that, the longer that they do that, they don't have a covering, because the Lord is going to come and he's going to remove that covering. And they're going to understand and know that they were in error by death, by pain. It is what it is. The Lord is going to have a lot of our people fall in the upcoming events, such as Jacob's trouble, martial law, just to name a couple. And ultimately, our people don't understand that if they get past all of that, the Lord is going Ezekiel 22:20 they behinds. The Lord is going to gather them as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it to melt it. So will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. So the Lord is going to do this to our people. A lot of Jake going to get caught up in this destruction. And they ain't going to be able to do nothing about it because they chose to live contrary. Isaiah 28, verse 15. It says, "Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death." And that's what our people have said. They've made a covenant with death. "And with hell we are at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and of the falsehood have we hid ourselves." And this is what our people have done. Because they have said in their hearts, in their minds, they have made a covenant with death. And at hell they are at agreement, meaning they've aligned themselves with everything that is contrary to Yahawashi. They have gone unto idols, worshipped unto idols, sacrificed unto idols. And not only do our people do this, they encourage and try to get people to do the exact same thing. That's why they are rebellious children. But they think that their man-made philosophies, beliefs, doctrines, and traditions of man that they hold in esteem, they think that because they're in agreement with that, that when the overflowing scourge, the judgment of Yahawashi come, because they have made these lies their refuge and all these wicked, sinful beliefs their refuge, they really think themselves that they're going to be in good case. They think they're not going to be judged when the Lord brings judgment to the earth, because they have covered themselves and aligned themselves with that which is not of Yahawashi, nor is it spiritual or righteous. Let's continue. Let's jump to verse 17. It says, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. So the Lord is going to lay judgment to the line, meaning the Lord is going to use his righteous indignation, his judgment, as a punishment to our people. He's going to judge our people according to their actions and their doings. So their reward, what they don't understand is a lot of our people, 2/3 in particular, their reward is going to be a reward of judgment. They're going to suffer the wrath of the Heavenly Father, and that's not something that you want to suffer. You want to be a part of. No, you don't want that, because the Lord, in his anger, you will die. It is what it is. He gets you in this hot displeasure because he mad with you. It's a wrap. You done. But this is what our people don't understand. So they think when the Lord brings his judgment, they don't understand that that's going to sweep away all of the refuge of lies that they have allied themselves with. And the waters overflow the hiding place. When the Lord brings judgment, that's when they're going to find out that they were not safe under what they assumed or thought themselves to be safe under. They're going to find out that those man-made philosophies, beliefs, doctrines, and traditions of men, they're going to find out that it was no protection to begin with. And in that moment, verse 18, and your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. So when it comes down to it, and the Lord issue this judgment like he's going to do, because he's going to judge in righteousness, he's going to judge the earth, the world, and everything in righteousness. That's when our people's going to understand, 2/3 of our people, that their covenant with death is going to be disannulled. The Lord is going to do away with it. He's going to destroy it. He's going to rip up that contract and or agreement. And the things that they have once anchored themselves upon, that is not going to stand. That's why it says, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. Meaning it's not going to benefit them in any way, form, or fashion. When the overflowing scourge, i.e. the Lord's judgment, his indignation, comes upon them in whatever way, form, or fashion that the Lord has prepared for 2/3 of our people. And then they're going to be trodden down by it. That's when they're going to know and understand that they were wrong, that they did not live right, that they did not hear the Lord, nor were they listening. They're going to understand in that exact moment that they rejected and denied Yahawah Yahawashi for the things of this world, for the philosophies, the teachings, the beliefs, and the doctrines and the traditions of man. Verse 19, last point. From the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you. From morning by morning, it shall pass over. By day and by night, it shall be a vexation only to understand it. So once the Lord's judgment goes forth, it's going to overtake our people. It's going to take them down. It says, for by morning, it shall pass over, day and by night, meaning there's not going to be any escape from it. And it's going to be a vexation unto them, because they're not going to understand why these things are happening. But when there was time to understand the men of the Lord, who the Heavenly Father is using to speak about the things to come, that's when they're going to know and understand that they were not listening. And they won't be safe in that time. So our people really got a rude awakening. And with that, Shalom.